Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got ourselves some Gen 4 Cup car tonight. We are at Pocono, aka the Tricky Triangle. I've already went out and laid down a qualifying lap. As of now, we're sitting P2 as the number 6 car, so we'll see if that holds on. I haven't looked. Yeah, there's still some cars that could go out that are ahead of us that could lay down some pretty quick times. But we got ourselves 50 laps on the board tonight, so we got a pretty decently long race. I'm hoping for some green flag runs. It's going to be all about, the tire management. And then if it stays green the whole way, there's going to be some pit strategy involved in it. And when do you pit? So we will let this qualifying finish up here in just a few seconds, and I will see y'all at the green flag. Our qualifying of second was able to hang on, so got ourselves a pretty good front row starting spot here. About to take the green. Let's see if we can make it through turn one. Here we go. Leader did not want to go there. Allowed us to get a pretty good jump. Going to keep us side by side here in turn one. Guy in third definitely drove it in deep. Seemed to stick pretty well for him. Guy behind us has a huge run. We'll see what he does here. You don't really want to be side by side going into the tunnel turn. I don't know how much the draft is going to do with these cars. I've never raced them here. So we'll see how much of a factor it makes, if it's going to be huge on these long straightaways or not. We're going to act like it is, I guess. He's going to snake us here a little bit. We'll follow him through, just in case it does do us some good. Coming in hot. Need to lift away earlier for that one. Just going to destroy the exit, and with this long straightaway, you really want to give up the time on the entry, because when you get an exit like that, you're just paying the price the whole straightaway after. Definitely a lot better than him there in turn two. And then turn three, I don't really know. And there's no turn four, so we'll say we're better than him in turn four. How about that? Turn four is our best turn. So far, so good. Got a clean start. There's a guy way behind the pack. I don't know if something happened to him or if he's just off pace, maybe. But we're definitely leaning heavy on that right front in turn one. But we're hanging with the leader. I don't know if he's maybe doing a better job at tire saving than us, because that's something that I've never been great at. Putting some pressure on him, see if we can just make him make a mistake. Problem is, he's not as great here in turn one. I need to figure this out to set us up for anything later on in the lap. That seemed decent. Guy behind us is starting to pull up to us. I think we should be able to do around 30 laps on fuel, so we can split it straight in the middle at lap 25 if we want. Maybe go for a undercut, maybe go for an overcut. There'll be a little bit of strategy involved if we can stay green, which I'm hoping we do. Don't know if that'll play into my favor or not with tire strategy, but I think it'd be better racing that way. No one likes to just coast around these on cautions. Last week, the trucks were at Wilkesboro, and I completely avoided it because I was looking at some of the previous results, and it didn't matter what split you were in, what hour you ran. Every single race had 10 plus cautions. So I was like, I'm not even messing with that. It's just, that's just no fun. But I can't tell if this guy's holding us up or if these guys are just catching up behind us now. He's going to leave the outside a little bit. He's in the wall. Work to his inside now. See if we can get around him. They're now fighting for a second behind us. Guy in the middle checked out of it as they went 3 wide. He's in the wall again. A little bit more contact. We want to get away from that quick. And now they're wrecking. And that should be out of caution. He is sideways. There it is. Caution number 1. We're coming back up to the restart here. I think maybe 15th and on back are going to have fresh tires. So we got a pretty good gap. We stayed out, saved as much fuel as we could there under caution. I think if it goes green, what that does for us now is it opens up the possibility of making a 2-tire stop under green. With as much fuel as we hopefully save there. Hopefully it's possible, but we'll see. Here we go. See how much pace we really have now that we'll actually have some clear track ahead of us. Before we were catching up to that guy the whole time, and then once right when we got around him, that caution came out. Because these tires are slick right now. It's going to hurt our exit. So now I wish I knew if the draft really mattered or not. Do I need to snake and just play? I mean, that's just, playing a game at some point, right? He just follows you through your draft still, but could break it a little bit, I guess. I don't really know all the science behind it. I'm sure it does something. If it didn't, no one would probably ever do it. Still kind of struggling in turns 1 and 3 in comparison to everybody else. We really make up our ground there in the tunnel. Don't know if it's maybe the line I'm running. They're running a little bit higher. He's probably going to go to the inside here. Might need to move up and not run the bottom. I'd like to think it would save a little bit of tire, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to concede that spot to him. I'm okay with that for now. See if we can maybe get some pressure on him. As he had a huge run out of the tunnel. As I had a lift just to allow him to go around us, so we'll stay high here. There's the previous leaders now looking to our inside. Oh, that's not how I expected that restart to go. So let's just see if we can hang on, save our stuff a bit, as he's forcing us way up the track. Don't know what that was for. Don't know if he overdrove it or if he was just using that as his passing tactic to make sure it was gonna happen, but damn near doored us and put us straight up into the outside wall. Leaders into the wall. That corner felt a little bit better. Not quicker than them by any means. But I didn't push it super hard on exit, just trying to still make that exit easy. Again, what I think I'm doing is tire saving, but then again, I'm probably not. Just trying to limit as much tire sliding as possible. The higher line works pretty well. Might try and stick to that for a little bit, because now we're got an 8/10 on the guy behind us, 9/10 pulling away a little bit. I can't run their tunnel line. They take such a later apex on it. I was watching some guys do that in practice as well. I just couldn't. I can't make it work. So I'm just going to go back to what I know and what I was doing best kind of on that tunnel turn. kind of that earlier entry and wrap the line. Hanging on with these guys at least a little bit, it seems. There's a big gap after the guy behind us. Got almost 2.5 seconds on him. Someone on my line where I enter early. I try and hit the line right there at that corner. It seems to just allow me to kind of wrap the corner better. As I didn't really nail it real great there as I pull away. But, and there's a wreck. Caution number 2. Coming up to the restart here. We hit pit road, got ourselves 4 tires. So we find ourselves back here in 11th. It's going to be close. I need to save like 3 laps if I want to make it to the end. I don't think we will, just based off of the 2 cautions we've had. And then if we do have a caution, I'm good to make it to the end. So I think it was the right call. Not everyone followed suit with us there. But it just felt like getting the tires now was what we needed to do. So let's just hope we don't find ourselves in any chaos kind of now that we're back here in the middle of the Hornet's nest as the 18's blowing that corner. So the 13's going to go low, as I wanted to make sure he didn't send us up into the wall. And this is not where we want to be. They're 3 wide in front of us. Tempted to lift out of this, but we'll see what this guy on the inside wants to do. I'm going to let him have it. I don't think it's smart to be going up in that mess right now. Get ourselves around the 18. He's off pace through that corner. Should be able to get him clear. We're going to need to just slowly and methodically work our way through here. Try and keep the wheels on it as we go. And not get ourselves in any unneeded trouble. We got the 1 car back behind us. He was with us earlier. He pit with us. So we must have had a bit slower of a pit stop than we did. He can just roll the center so much better than we can. He's side drafting us hard down this stretch, which isn't needed because I'm just going to give him the spot. It's just not worth fighting right now because there's the caution we needed. Let's save some fuel. Didn't want to take any chances there, so I went down and just topped off on fuel. Didn't change tires or anything, obviously. Just a quick 4-second pit stop. The 1 car did the same, so he had the same idea I did. There's no point trying to cut it close. You know, we were going to be on the edge regardless, and then, you know, if we're pushing in the race, I think I would have burned off more laps than I probably could have saved. And at that point, if we're going to end up being a lap short, it's too risky. Especially with everyone else really needing to pit for tires. It was almost a no-brainer. We could go down real quick and jump them on pit road, which is what we were able to do. So now, restarting here in 8th. And we're not even halfway through this thing yet. There's the ones looking to make an early move. Ten sent it in, but he overdrove that a bit, even though he got to our outside in the middle of the corner. 2's looking to make it 2 wide here in the tunnel turn. It's a real good corner by us there. What are these guys going to do? Looks like the 13 doesn't like the way the 2 raced him there. Looks like he was trying to get to his bumper. Don't want this to end bad. Now the 10's looking to his inside. We're going to look a little bit early. Just make sure we stay out of this chaos as they're hitting each other on the center of the corner there. That 13, I think, is a weapon. Yep, there it is. There it is. There it is. We're going to hit the wall. It's that bump. Oh, shoot. I called it. I knew it was going to happen. What kind of damage do we got? Tell me. He doesn't want to tell me. Maybe that's a good thing. A little bit of reduced aero. think we're going to want to hit pit road here and just get some optional repairs. We've only got ourselves 50 seconds of damage, so we're going to sit here for 50 seconds because that should be about what the pace lap is. Actually, the pace lap's probably a bit longer, so we're going to get all our damage fixed and get ourselves back out there and see what we can do. We managed to get all our damage fixed real easily. Didn't end up using our last set of tires, and now we're wrecking under caution. What is going on? Are we going to get delayed? I need the 18 to pass me so I don't get penalized. This is going to kill us. Come on, 18. Come on, 18. If this black flags us, I'm going to be mad. Come on, 18. He's coming. Come on, I need you to go. You're killing us. What is happening? Well, we'll just leave it in third at this point. Here we go. What a mess. Well, this is probably going to end awful. Pretty sure he was one of the ones that was involved in that. I have no idea what happened. But how you wreck under caution like that is... That takes talent. That takes some talent. Then we got a lap car behind us. We'll see how aggressive he tries to get for no reason. He's got nowhere to go. We got ourselves a whole different strategy now. Before we were running, you know, pretty easily top 3, top 5. And now we find ourselves basically the last car in the lead lap, except for those cars that just had that wreck under caution. So we're going to try and slowly and methodically work our way forward. We should be in good shape if it goes green. But again, everyone at this point now should be well good on fuel. I don't know what everyone's looking like in terms of tires left, but that'll only matter if there's a later caution. Which at this point we'd probably do a 2-tire stop and just see what kind of positions we can make up with that. We need to lock in here. It's too late to be just riding around. We need to get around those 2 cars as quick as we can. Try and make quick work with him. He goes real high. I don't know if he's letting us by or if he just messed that up. He's in the wall. Don't need to be side drafted by him here. He's got some damage on the front end, so he's definitely slower on the straights. See if we can get around him here in this corner. He's pinching us low. Not going to allow us to get the exit we need. We needed to clear him there in turn 3. That killed us. As the leader just laid down a killer lap. He missed this corner again. He's going to be slow. Get to his outside. Should be able to clear him now. There we go. That was what we needed. Eyes forward. He shouldn't be an issue anymore. Had to be patient with the throttle. I could feel it just sliding slowly towards the wall. But if we can get ourselves up to a top 5, that'd be great. Got some clear track now. Allow us to lock in, run some good laps without any issues in front of us. As these guys are getting racy, it's going to slow them down. See what kind of draft can pull us forward. Pretty good corner there. The 3 or whatever number he is, 15, had some issues. He's on the wall on entry. See if we can get a run on him here on the exit. Hoping he doesn't smash the wall. He's going to give us the high line. Thank you. We'll take that. Leave us in whatever this draft may be. There's another spot for us. We are diving that in hard, but it worked. Maybe that's what you need to do. Can't imagine that's too kind on the tires. But we're up to 10th now. We're in the top 10. Still got quite a few laps to go. Come on, buddy. See if we can make a move on him here. Is he just letting us go? He is, thank you. Of course, I messed it up. He might have clipped some wall. We need to get off his side draft. There we go. There's another spot down. Not quite. I was too lazy on the throttle. I could have slid in front of him, but that would have done neither of us any good. Gonna look a little bit early because I know he's slower here. We got a much better run that time. He's really starting to hold us up now. We need to go. There we go. Now we're through. That's 9th. Feels good to be able to move forward right now. Making passes. For once, we're not just going backwards. I slowed up heavy for that corner, but it worked. Might just be a little bit slow here on exit. We got about a second and a half to the guy in front of us. See if we can reel him in. A little bit of group of 3 here. It'd be nice to get those 3 spots pretty quickly because then it's a big gap to the next group ahead. These cars are starting to all get spaced out. Could easily mean green flag run to the finish, which if we can pass these 3 guys, wouldn't be bad. It's not a top 5, but it's still a decent showing. Call Pocono a boring track, but I've always enjoyed racing it, at least. I don't know what it is. I enjoyed it in the ARCA car as well. I don't know if the other series have been here yet, or if I did those. The trucks were here. I had fun in the trucks. Can't remember if I did O'Reilly or not, but following suit, I'm enjoying these Gen 4s as well. But I found myself enjoying these Gen 4s about anywhere. They're turning into my new favorite series. They might be taking over that ARCA spot. Fast guys running 54.4. What are we running? 54.6. So not running down, assuming that's the leader. This guy's lifting a little bit early, so he's got the guy in front of him, I guess. We're going to need to get around him here. He seems to be a bit off pace. I don't really want to send it into the tunnel, so might just lift early, might just show our nose, make a mistake. He's headed towards the wall. At least he was if he didn't lift like that. See if we can clear him here in turn 3. Dive it in. He's going to have a little bit of run on exit. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. As we're up to 8th. A little over half a second to this next guy as they kind of got spaced out through all that. Wasn't the best line. Gained some time on entry, but just gave it right back on exit as he's back to that 7/10. See if we can still execute our best corner here. They're all just running that completely different line. Maybe it's better on the tires, I have no idea, but I can't get it to work, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to run my race. We wrap the bottom here way longer than most. There's the wall. Should be fine.
Nice, man.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
54.963.
Since we hit the left side earlier, figured, you know what? Even it out. Even though we did get that damage fix, so now I guess the right side's uneven. But that's okay. Starting to feel the tires drop a little bit. Could just be me oversending these corners now. We'll see if we can kind of just go back to being a bit more smooth as we were. We really need to make these things last to the end, as it's really starting to now say, hey, this is going green. You know, we're just over 10 to go at this point.
No pressure out the back. The gas is 1.
But still a bit of ways to go with this big track. 10 laps. It's more like 11 or 12 still. It's a long ways.
55.021.
Lap times are definitely starting to get a bit slower. Be patient with the throttle there. That felt pretty good. Still feeling slow on exit, but didn't feel like we were abusing the tires too much. Top 3 seem to have separated themselves, at least I think that's the top 3. Yeah, we're really continuing to make up that time there in the tunnel. See if we can get by him. Problem is, I think almost everybody's better than us in turns 1 and 2, so it's not really our best opportunity to make a move.
4.818.
That was faster than the lap before, so we did something right there. I felt pretty decent. We're within striking distance, 3/10. Guy in front of him is a second. One second, 2/10. It's that line. As long as you don't miss it, that just works. That just works. That was a good corner. Cut down the gap on both of these guys. 5th place is just over 3 seconds. Not sure he's going to be reachable yet, but it's a little early. So we can try and get back on throttle sooner than him. Might have something for him here in the tunnel. See if it's worth sending it. Probably not, but we're that much faster. We'll just give him a peek, make him think about it. Get to his inside. Not quite. We're close. He knows we're here, though, at least now.
Outside. Still there.
So we can get the throttle down without spinning.
Out there. Clear high.
I just didn't trust him not bouncing off the wall and taking us out.
0.874. 55.30.
Okay, that made our lap real slow, just trying to fight for that. We got a new leader, so they're battling up front. There we go, that's a good corner. Had to burp the throttle a little bit. But now we're going to be to his inside. I know I said side by side's not great here, but it's too late. That's what we got to do.
Still there. Clear high.
So we're clear through that. There we go. There's another spot. That's 7th. Working our way forward by not doing anything crazy. It's the guy in front of us now. He's 7/10, and in front of him's 2.3. So we're gaining on both these cars, actually.
4.891.
At this point, I wouldn't be mad if it just stays green and we can get ourselves to the top 5, because if a caution comes out, I don't know what the play is. I don't know if it's a 4-tire stop, 2-tire stop. I think track position would matter a lot, and so probably do 2 tires just to make sure we can leapfrog people. I mean, I think 4 tires would make a big enough difference, but I'm not sure. Starting to see more and more cars here in the window. I think quite a few are falling back. I just don't think we have enough time to really make it much farther than these two. But we'll see how quick we can get through them. He's down to 3/10. The other guy's just over a second and a half. And then it's 4 seconds to the next guy. So we're going to look a little bit early. We're going to try and get to his inside. He's looking a little bit squirrely. Somehow the guy behind us caught life. Is that the same guy who we just passed? I'm not sure. I don't remember, but he's somehow found some late speed out of nowhere. This guy's going to give us the inside. That got sketchy. Got a little bit wobbly through there. He's leaving us space. We need to get by him before the guy behind us gets another run. We got to make a move here in 1 and 2. Or just 1, actually. Because he's starting to hold us up. The guy in front of him's dropping off too. He's all over the place. The other guy the guy next to us got scared. He lifted hard for that. Maybe the guy behind us will push us. Hoping he doesn't try and go 3 wide. He's giving us a shot. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I'm scared of this guy, though, because he's... I'll leave you the outside. You help me, I'll help you. Scared of this 7, though, just because he is waiting to wreck himself, and he might be doing it here as he's coming down. That is not a safe move. We got to lift so we don't flip the 17. Oh, he's just in the way. He's just in the way. You can't run that high line and then dive all the way down to the low line in the corner. But the other guy was able to get by him, so I guess we should have been able to. Because these guys are lifting to freaking full stop there. Come on. This pack is really starting to hurt us. He's doing it again. He's doing a full cut down. He's going to hit the wall. Yep, he's in the wall. We need to get around him. Okay. Clear that. So we should be safe of him now. We need to get back around these 2 guys. So we've already passed once. See if we can get him loose. Try and arrow move him. But the top 5 was there. I don't think we're going to be able to pull it off now. See how slow this guy was. If he was just slow because of those other guys, or if he was that slow before in this corner. It's definitely not quick. And we got a lap car up here in front of us as well. He's going to go high. That might help us. Okay, that wasn't smart. Be predictable, man. Just stay on the outside. We'll work our way around you. But doing that is not your brightest decision. Need to get around this guy. He's not going all the way to the wall, though. He's trying to invite us to turn ourselves off his nose, but that's just going to wreck both of us. Should be able to get him here. We definitely got pace on everyone in this corner. Well, he hung with us, couldn't clear him. He did real good on that outside that time. See if we can do something here in 3.
Still out there.
Not quite. He's in the wall. There we go.
High. 55.
Didn't even touch him.
5.
But now we've invited someone else into the party.
0.4. 7. 6. 56.008.
We're just spending too long trying to pass people that somehow someone who was never even close to us before is reeling us in. Because I didn't even notice it, but this is 2 to go. We're coming up on the last lap here. Right around in 6th. Not sure we can gain a 1.5 seconds back on this guy. Unless we can make up a second in this corner on him. Or 0.5 seconds at least, maybe. 0.3. Maybe it's possible. Let's see if we can get him. We're going to push it. I didn't trust it. I got scared.
Coming to the white flag.
Looking at just over a second now to see if we can get around him.
54.851. Good job, man. Nothing out the back. The gap is 1.4.
Get the car rotated. We're back in the throttle. Not going to be good enough. We actually lost time in that corner. Looking like we're going to be 6th. Disappointing. I mean, I guess it's our car number, right? But
So you know where it's at if you see a flag.
we just had such better pace than that. You know, the cautions didn't fall our way, and then getting the damage just destroyed any chance we had. Just put us too far back. But P6, first race here at Pocono in the Gen 4s. We'll take it. Wave that flag, Barney. Wave the checkered. Let's go take a peek at the results. Yes, so there you have it. P6 is the number 6 car after starting 2nd. So, you know, we dropped back a bit. I mean, it could have been way worse. You look at some of these guys on here. 36 laps down, 30 laps down. A lot of issues to be had. So I think that's a pretty good start to the week. We'll gain some I rating. I don't think we got an X for that wall contact. No, so we'll gain some safety rating as well. Not that we really need it. But overall, I'm happy with that. And we'll see what is to come for the rest of the week. But we will call it there. You know, make sure if you like this kind of content, you know, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You know, it really helped me out. Got a Discord in the description. You know, where we got a bunch of other like-minded members who are, you know, into iRacing, just you know, sports in general, all kinds of that fun racing stuff. So we will call it there, and I will catch you on the next one.